Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. It's Lemurian Donna Carol. I hope that you're doing well, feeling well, enjoying the last bits of the summer if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. It's August 14th, and today I am going to give an Ascension update by the Lemurian Mother Goddess, who is also pretty much the Mother Goddess of creation. So in her higher aspect, she is the goddess or mother of all creation, and she came down millions of years ago and started the civilization of Lemuria, which lasted a very, very long time, followed by Atlantis, and then followed by the culture that we're familiar with for the last few thousand years. So today she's going to give an update on the Ascension. I will tell you that I did see her in a vision a couple of weeks ago, and she was waking up from a long slumber. So I think she was asleep. Part of her was asleep for hundreds and hundreds of thousands of years, and she just started waking up. Another part of her went on to incarnate in this world, and her main objective was to bring the dark ones to the light and to bring people up to a frequency where they could ascend. But now she's waking up from her slumber, literally, and I'm channeling her to get an idea about what's going on with the Ascension. So I'm going to grab my selenite. If you like these videos, go ahead and please like, share, and subscribe. I sure would appreciate it. And basically, I channel lots of different entities on this channel, hopefully every Sunday, although I have skipped a few Sundays. Okay, so I'm going to get into the channel state, bring her in, and let her see what she wants to say. So at this time, I'd like to bring in my highest and best healing and channeling guides. I'd like to bring in the archangels, Raphael, Ariel, Michael, Gabriel. I bring in thousands and thousands and thousands of warrior protection angels around myself, anyone watching the live stream and anyone watching the video later. Please block all negative entities, energies, and thought forms from this space. I ask the Lemurian Mother Goddess to overlight and oversee this session, make my words clear, accurate, loving, and truthful, and I bring her in for a message today. Welcome. This is the Mother of All, also known as the Lemurian Mother Goddess. And I am very pleased to be with you here today. And it is true that I have woken up and have made inroads into your dimension, although I was awake in my own dimension. So the channel would like to have an Ascension update. Basically, she wants me to give you information about the Ascension, the timelines, what you can expect, etc. So I am pleased to do that for you here today, and here is the information that I would like to impart. When the Lemurian Mother Goddess returns to your dimension or the earth, it would be or could be considered the second coming of Christ, because Christ was an incarnation that I had 2,000 years ago, and it was my last important incarnation as a spiritual leader, although I did have subsequent lifetimes after the Christ. They were not as public, and in some ways they were not as important. although all of my lifetimes I have been working for the Ascension. So when I return again to Terra Nova, Gaia, or planet Earth, it will be known as the second coming of the Christ, because that was one of my incarnations. However, when I return this time, it is all about bringing in the golden age for humanity, where they can live in peace, high energy, joy, and have sustenance. They will not have to worry about things like money, making ends meet, finding food, disease, warfare, or any of the lower energy activities that humans have been engaged in for such a long time. The point of the Ascension is actually to create a Garden of Eden, a world where people can play, have fun, enjoy their passions, follow their interests, and live in peace and live in harmony. And how will this come about? This will come about because individuals, human beings, and other extraterrestrials who live on your planet are going to be separated out by frequency. So those who cannot be in their heart, be open-hearted, be honest, be in their integrity, and live in love and peace will not go to the new earth. Those who are engaged in evil pursuits will go to the lower astral realms, and they've already started, or they will live on the old dead earth where the Antichrist will have his kingdom. Some people will pass from their bodies and they will go to other stars, other planets, or perhaps they will live in spirit, taking a very long rest before they decide to incarnate on a planet or a star that is appropriate for them. So there will be options for people. The reason why I wanted to give you a message today is to let you know that the Ascension is imminent. I have woken up and I am ready to take action, and I am ready to help Mother Earth live and be in a fifth dimensional reality with all Earthlings on her surface who are also engaged in that frequency. The Ascension is going to happen, knock on wood, this year, 2022. I am awake. All portals have been opened upon planet Gaia, except for the main portal to Lemuria. When this channel gets sent to Kauai to open the Lemurian portal, then you will know the time is near. The time is near for Ascension. There is not much else that the angels incarnated here can do for humanity. Pretty much the doors have been closed. Everyone is on their particular path, going in the particular direction for their future and their reality. And again, this is based on frequency, which is based on your karma. All of your past actions, all of your past habits, all of your past deeds, those are your karma, and that makes up your frequency. My loving advice to all of you is to ignore what is going on in the greater world, the chaos, the politics, all of the propaganda, as most of it is skewed or tainted in some ways. Please understand that there are still spirits or humans upon your earth who will be going down the third dimensional reality with the dark ones. And if they survive, the earth changes, they will be living in a very dark reality. And unfortunately, this cannot be circumvented, as all souls have to complete or live in what they have created, i.e. their karma. when I say that there will be earth changes, please understand that there will be a remapping of planet Earth. There will be a pole shift. The islands of Atlantis will be coming up. The continent of Lemuria will be coming up. And other continents that have seen much warfare and many dark deeds and many dark times will be going under the water to cleanse. So you will be going into your higher frequency light bodies. They are still physical, but just barely, and you will be protected when these earth changes come about. Many of you will be asleep during this time. A few will be awake. However, you will be lifted out of your bodies and your soul will be returned back into your multidimensional light body, higher bodies. You will have consciousness in the fifth dimension and you will wake up upon the new earth and you will meet your star families and your kin, and you will be educated on the ways and the means of the fifth dimension. So you will have help in acclimating to the new energy. You will have help in learning about the new world, how it operates, and what can be found there for you. Those of you who have an attachment to me, and if you are going to that dimension, you will meet me in that fifth dimension. And I will be educating people, I will be caring for people, and I will be present in your realities. Probably not on an everyday kind of basis, but when I am needed, I will be there in your communities. Please understand that you will join like minds and like forces. If you're a Pleiadian artist, you will probably live in a village of Pleiadian artists where you can cooperate, where you can share ideas, and where you can work together. That's not to say that you will not be traveling or have access to travel on the new earth. You may visit other communities and other communities may come and visit you. But to start off with, you will be with your soul families and like-minded souls to get acclimated to the new dimension. Animals have already started being born in this world, and they have been erased of fear. So you will notice that they have a different attitude and a different way, a different energy towards humans. So humans and animals will once again live in harmony, and they, in some respects, will be your teachers and vice versa. So there will be communities that work with certain types of animals. And if any entity still needs healing after the shifting of the worlds, they will have access to that healing, as there will be many extraterrestrials on the planet. They will be observing the new earth, and they will also be helping heal humans, helping to educate humans, and bringing opportunities to the human race that hitherto have not been here. I have met with my council in the light upon waking up, and I have decided along with them that there is no point in delaying this ascension any longer. I do not see that things here will shift that much if we waited another year, 2 years, 5 years. It feels like humans have had many opportunities to come to the light over their many incarnations. And some of them, many of them have, and those humans will be going to the new earth. The humans that have not made that choice will be given further opportunity to make that choice in the stars and the planets that they live on in the future. So everyone will have an opportunity to come back to the light at one point or another. This is a very important incarnation for myself, as again, I have part of my soul has incarnated on the earth, and I, in those various bodies, have experienced much suffering and much pain, as you all have. And so I understand intimately what it means to be human, what it means to be a light worker or a starseed in this density that has fallen, frankly, to the lowest dimensions possible. And so I understand your pain. I understand your suffering. I understand your desire to get back to the light, to the Garden of Eden. And I, along with my angelic hosts, my angels, and other ETs working on the Ascension, want to make this possible for you sooner rather than later. We have worked on the new earth, viewed it, cultivated it, and it is a remarkable and beautiful place. And you are going to be quite happy there. And you are going to love the opportunities that are afforded to you there. And when you wake up from your slumber, you will go to sleep here. You will wake up there. Most of you will not remember this dimension. Some of you will. However, in our councils, we have decided that it's best for you to have a fresh start, to see things as children do, with fresh eyes, beautiful eyes, innocent and pure eyes. We do not want you to remember the pain and the heartache of all of your incarnations upon planet Earth. But please understand that those incarnations were most helpful and very necessary for the Earth to ascend. And I, of course, was there right along with you. And so this reunion will be very sweet because we have suffered. It will be very rewarding, and it will be very, very lovely to see you all in your highest frequency once again. I knew many of you in Lemuria. Lemuria was a long-lasting, beautiful civilization. And when you come back, if you carry the Lemurian codes, you will once again remember the traits, the skills, the habits, and the abilities that you had in that long forgotten land. It was a beautiful land, a beautiful continent. It was heaven on earth. It was the Garden of Eden. It was gorgeous. And when you go back there, when you return there, you will feel like you have come home. So again, when this channel is sent to Kauai to open the main Lemurian portal, which is a 12th dimensional portal, just like the portal on Mount Shasta, then you will know that the Ascension is near, and we are hoping to have it wrapped up by the end of this year. The doors have been closed on, for instance, the doors have been shut on what pathway you're taking. If you're ascending, you're on that ascension timeline now, and there's no flip-flopping back and forth. So if you are watching this video, obviously you're ascending, and most likely you're going back to the Lemurian motherland. I wish you all well. I love you all so much. Please know that your work, your dedication, your sacrifice to live all of these lifetimes on earth to bring back the light has not gone unnoticed. We appreciate your work. We love your participation, and we bless you. We bless you endlessly. And so now I am transmitting some Lemurian ascension codes from my heart to your heart. and the angels are all around me, and they assist in this transmission of energy. We are one. Be blessed. Find peace and happiness and joy, knowing that the ascension is near and that you will once again be on your beloved Lemuria. Namaste.